I'm Scarlett. I've lived in Folkestone for about 20 years. I came down from Lancashire and I've got a long-term health condition, which means that I need particular care, and I've been with Folkestone East practice for about 10 years, I think, and they've been great. I've had a lot of really helpful care from them, so it's quite scary now that they're moving away and I can't get another doctor as yet. I've been unable to find anybody who has enough knowledge of my condition to be able to treat it. So I'm hoping on June the 9th we'll have a Labour government and we'll be able to pay the GPs the money they need and get more recruited and get better care for all of us. I've spoken to other patients who are at the same surgery as me, also people that I've met in town who have moved into the area from outside of Folkestone who've never been able to find a GP, and some of those people have been here months without any GP care and have tried repeatedly to get assistance and not been able to get a GP allocated to them. And of course, traditionally everybody expects that it's your right to have a doctor and it's your right to have care. You take it for granted that you've got a doctor. It's on all the forms at schools and things, who's your GP, you write it down, it's just normal to have a GP. And then when you think of what actually happens if you don't have one, even if you don't have a long-term chronic condition, what if you find a lump or you have some fluid on your lungs and you can't shake it? What are you supposed to do about it? You know, it's going to put more pressure on the hospitals, more pressure on social care, and more pressure on families. And so, you know, it all goes back to funding. The NHS was set up by the Labour government just after the war to make sure that everybody in the country, whatever your background, whatever your financial situation, has access to free care. And it's a system that has been admired all over the world for generations, and it's a travesty that it's now being run down to the point that it is. It's just not acceptable that we live in such a rich country and the NHS that we depend on is systematically being taken to bits, bit by bit, and we deserve better than that. We've all paid into the system. You know, there's a lot of people who don't expect to get ill, but when you do, it's scary, and you want a system to be in place to support you all the way through that and your family as well.